All right, how about now? Yes. Huh? Okay. I will use my phone then.
Teacher, I think there is a problem in the mic.
Yeah, I'm trying to use my phone. Hold on. Okay, how about now? I think you can hear me.
Teacher, we don't hear you. Right.
No, teacher. Good.
Okay, just hold on. I'm trying different options.
مدام كنسمعو الصوت قليل وليكو.
Maybe if I hold on. Okay, how about now? Can you hear me good now?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. All right, so good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Um, First things first, I would like to mention that you have not sent me the list of presentations that I asked you to last time. And then therefore, because we need to start presentations as soon as possible, we cannot afford to wait any longer. So I will do the groups instead of you. I will put you in groups since you're not doing it yourself.
Teacher, the group, I think there are groups there.
You mean what? You said what? Say that again, please.
Madame, il y a déjà des groupes.
You did not send it to me.
Teacher, a group of 2.
Group of 2 or maximally 3. You did not send me anything.
Hello,
Hi. So do you
how
have
are
the
you?
groups? I am great, thanks. Do you have the groups now?
I don't know.
No, teacher.
Teacher, we can send it to you today.
You'll send it to me today?
Yes.
All right, so I will wait until tomorrow if you want. But then if I don't receive them, I will do the groups and send them to you and you have to abide by it.
Okay. Teacher, can you send us your email?
No, please use Microsoft Teams. Use a private message on Microsoft Teams to send me this.
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Yeah, okay. So if you have no other questions, we can already start our session. So we'll carry on from where we left off last time. And I remember that we started communication and we already did some vocabulary work. So we already worked on the vocabulary right here. We also did we do exercise C on the verbs?
Teacher,
Yeah,
I have a question.
No.
go ahead.
Teacher, how we can improve our English accent?
If you would like to improve your English,
Teacher,
yes, sir, go ahead.
I want to speak like a native.
I understand. In order to be able to speak as a native, you need two skills, listening and speaking. You need to practice a lot of listening. You can listen to the movies where your accent is there, but now listening would not be enough. So you need to speak very often. You need to practice very often your accent. The thing is, we only have 1 hour and a half together each week, right? And 1 hour and a half of English would not be enough to improve as quickly as we would like to. So you have to do some work outside the classroom. You see what I mean?
Yeah, teacher. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I am trying to make of this classroom an interactive class such that we can do more speaking than anything else. But then if you would like me to do that, you have to be a little bit responsive and interactive. If I am not finding you interactive, then I will do the traditional way since nobody wants to interact. That's just a side note. All right, back to my question. Do you think we did exercise C or we stopped at B?
No, teacher. We didn't do exercise C.
Okay, we can start from here before we hit the reading part. So last time we described what a good communicator is in general, and then we also studied some of the vocabulary or some adjectives that qualify a good and a bad communicator. So today we're going to look at few verbs that you can use in order to describe a communication situation. And then we are now building up vocabulary so that we can use it later on when we start speaking about communication in business and not in real life. So the verbs you have besides you are listen, digress, interrupt, explain, engage, clarify, confuse, and rumble. Before I let you do the exercise, which will take you maximally 5 minutes to do you have any questions about any of the verbs you see beside you? Is there any one of them that is challenging to you?
Teacher, what does it mean, rumble?
Rumble. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone knows what rumble is before I answer it myself?
Teacher.
Go ahead.
It's when you're confusing ideas.
Exactly. Remember when we talked about a rambling person last week? We said that this person is unable to express ideas well in the sense that the ideas are not in a very good order, such that it's very difficult for you to follow with him. That's what a rambling person is. So ramble is the verb. If you confuse the listener by using too many ideas that are not related to each other. Is that clear?
Yeah, and we have digress.
Yes, we have the verb digress. Any idea about what digress might mean?
To take a few of time.
To do what? Say that again.
Take a few of time to
Take a
think
few time.
or to.
To add some ideas.
Yeah.
Not that's not very exact. No. So digress is when you change the topic, when you're talking about the topic and you change in order to give examples or because you think that the other person is bored. So digress a little bit from the topic to give examples or to do a joke.
Give away.
I'm sorry again?
C'est pas teacher.
I have troubles hearing you. Say that again, please.
Teacher, it means stand off.
No, it's just like, for example, let me tell you. We're talking about communication today, right? Okay, I can be explaining to you what communication is, and then if I notice that you are getting bored, that you are very tired, that you're not following well, then I can digress from the topic. It means I can talk about something else for like 2 or 3 minutes just to wake you up, and then I will go back to my topic.
Okay, teacher.
Okay? Same as if you don't get an idea at all, like I'm trying to explain to you the idea and you're not getting it, I can digress from the topic to go find examples in another topic that you might understand, and then I will go back to what we were saying. That's what digress is. It can be negative and positive depending on the situation. If you digress and go back to your topic very quickly, that's fine. If you digress and then you lose sight of your topic, you lose your ideas, that's obviously not fine. Okay, any other challenges that we should talk about before we start the exercise?
No, teacher.
No. Okay, so I will let you do the exercise. That will take you 5 minutes. In the meantime, I'll be doing attendance, okay? Right. Ange Rizlan? Ange? صلاح الدين? أنور خديجة?
Teacher, she is here. She just have a problem communication.
Okay, if you have a problem in your mic, use the chat room to write present. Sarah? أعطيني سارة.
Present. Present.
بركات بدر الدين.
Present.
Okay. رحماني عجبان. He left.
Il a changé de site.
شريف صافية. No. عيشة.
Présente, madame.
عيشة.
Présente.
Okay. أيوب بدوي.
Present.
هيلاقي أسامة.
Present teacher. كان
يا أسامة الحيلة. سيدنا. Okay. الخديجي أيمن. خديجي أيمن. No. جيهان.
Present teacher.
Okay. فكير فؤاد.
Présent, madame, présent.
حمزة. ماني.
Présent.
Okay. إلهام جيبة.
Teacher.
Yes.
Teacher Osama Al-Hayla, I'm present, teacher.
All right. Fine.
Thank you.
خديجي أيمن is not. خديجي has problem. إلهام جيبة.
Present.
شيماء جيدي.
Present.
منذر هبة.
Present.
Talking at the same time. أحمد.
Madame, فين الخديري؟ Madame راه ديجا دوزتي لي سميتي في البريزونس.
He's not in the chat, so
Madame, Safia s'arrête, je suis présente.
Who?
Teacher,
Sharif
teacher,
Safia.
I'm present.
Hold on, just one by one.
Okay, teacher, okay.
مدام أيمن الخديري أنا فتشي لي سميتي.
Okay, fine. Alright. Who else?
Thanks, ma'am.
Sharif Safia.
Saf. Okay, Safia is present. Right. Now I need Ahmed. Ahmed? Ahmed is not here. Okay, Manal?
Present.
Khawla Arush?
Present teacher.
Okay, Iman? Eilul?
Present teacher.
Ilyas?
Present teacher.
Okay, Brisha Zakaria?
Present teacher.
Uthman? So?
Present, present, my teacher.
Okay.
Thank
Shinawi
you.
Masih?
Thank you very much, teacher.
I think I know who that is. Okay. Mehdi Shinawi?
Present.
Is here. Mustafa?
كي مصطفى العويشي.
No, Benedict. Mustafa Benedict? Okay, Michael? Kulibari? No. Taif Muaz?
Present teacher, I'm here.
Okay. Amin Jawi?
Present teacher.
Okay. Yahya? Hasuna? Hasuna Yahya? No. Mustafa? Larisi?
Yeah, teacher, present.
Okay. Yusuf Nashat?
Present teacher.
Okay. Jamie? Jamie? Jamie is not here.
Teacher Rawi Nasima present.
Nasima? Yeah. Okay. Present. Usama Tayrawi? Rawi
Present
Usama?
teacher. Present.
Salome? No. And Yasin? Zarraq?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Alright. Thank you. Anyone I didn't call? We did not hear their names.
Teacher Anwar Khadija.
Yeah, I put your present, Khadija. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, can we go back to our exercise? Right, okay, let's see what we can
Yeah.
make of this exercise. Who would like to start?
Me, teacher.
Go ahead.
Good communicators really listen to people and take in what she say. They mention eye contact and have a relaxed body language, but they seldom interrupt
They
and
said
stop
interrupt. Do you all agree?
Yes.
That is
Yes,
correct.
teacher.
Yes, thank you. Carry on.
and stop people talking. If they don't understand and want to explain something, they wait for a switchable opportunity.
Do you all agree on explaining
No,
it?
teacher, we can say clarify.
Yes.
I think that, listen to this, explain is not wrong, but the problem that you would need explain later on, where
Yeah,
clarify would not work.
in 4.
That's correct. So that in 4, you can use explain, but you cannot use clarify, and therefore you can only use in 2 clarify instead of explain. All right? So let me retake for
Okay,
you.
teacher.
Good communicators really listen to people and take in what is said. They maintain eye contact and have a relaxed body language, but they seldom interrupt and stop people talking. They don't understand and want to clarify something. They wait for a suitable opportunity. Someone to carry on, please.
Teacher.
Carry on. Go ahead.
When speaking, effective communicators are good at giving information. They do not confuse their listener. They make their points clearly. They will avoid technical terms, abbreviation, or jargon.
Okay,
If they do need to use unfamiliar
let
technology,
let me
they
stop for 1 minute. Okay, for number
explain.
3, do you agree on confused for number 3?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Same person. Carry
Teacher,
on.
I'm agree with Hiba. What she choose.
Yeah, it's confused, right?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Okay.
Yes.
Someone to carry on, please, from if they do need to use unfamiliar terminology.
They explain.
They explain, correct? We already agreed on this one. They explain by giving an easy to understand example. Carry on. Furthermore, okay, furthermore, although they may,
Teacher, we can say rumble.
in number 5, for number
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
although they may, no,
Confused.
no, for number 5,
We
it's
use confused.
confused, we
Or
already
digress.
used it. We already used confused in 3, so we cannot reuse it.
Digress.
I think
Digress.
we should use
That is correct.
digress.
Yes, that is correct. Digress. Furthermore, although they may digress and leave the main point to give additional information and details where appropriate, they will not. Number 6,
Confused.
confused, we already used it.
Rumble.
Rumble.
Ramble, correct. They will not ramble and lose sight of their main message. Really effective communicators who have the ability to, and number 7 would be
Engage.
Engage.
engage, correct.
Engage.
So really effective communicators who have the ability to engage with colleagues, employees, customers, and suppliers are valuable assets for any business. Perfect. I would assume that there are no questions. If there are questions, please go ahead.
We
No,
don't have
teacher.
question, teacher.
Perfect. Okay. I think I already mentioned last time that we will not be doing listening for the time being. Because of the circumstances, it's going to be very hard to do listening, so we'll compensate listening with speaking. Okay, I will take you directly to international communication, and now we're going to start talking about communication in the realm of business, and then how effective can a communication be. You know that when you're doing business, you cannot always communicate face to face. You most of the time have to use emails, you have to use phone calls, you have to go through secretaries. So the communication here goes through many steps, which will, of course, have a lot of problems later on. So the text we're having here, because this is a book that came out in 2007, so it still talks about emails, but we still use emails anyway. So we'll go over the text quickly. We'll decide to first discuss the difficult vocabulary, if any, and then we can reflect on it together. Uh, I'm not sure if I should zoom, but you already have this file in the Microsoft Teams, so if it's not clear to you, you just open it from your laptop. Okay, can we have someone?
Sure.
Yes,
It's
sir?
clear. It's clear. It's clear.
Okay. All right, can we have someone start reading? Who would like to volunteer to start reading on this?
Teacher, can I read?
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Okay. Trust is key in an open organization. Getting staff to talk to each other out to be the least of your problems. But internal communication can be one of the hardest notes to crack in business. Communication comes up in every department. The repercussions of not communication are vast, says Theo Dobrand, co-author of Shut Up and Listen, the truth about how to communicate at work. Poor communication can be a poorly practical problem. Uh, Greybark, a global shipping business with branch around the world, based language, faced language and uh, geographical difficulties as well as a high amount of paperwork with up to 60 documents per cargo. It was a logistical nightmare to crack and monitor jobs. While tighter security regulation after 9/12 meant customs
9/11.
documents 9/11 meant customs document had to be ready before a ship was allowed to sea. Instead, an automated system means data is now entered only once, but can be can be accessed by anyone in the company. Whatever they are reporting is faster by a matter of months, says Random Fair. Uh, uh, Vice President of Global IT at Gearbulk, and oper, operational team carry a voyage all the way across the world. Doesn't always have to be talking to each other, and we don't waste the time duplicating the same information. Given today's variety of communication tools, it
Can you
seems
stop?
strange.
Can you stop there? Thank you so much. All right, before we carry on, is there any vocabulary or expressions that you find it challenging in what you have read so far?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. What is it?
I think nuts.
Can you point to the line so that it's easier to find? You have numbers on your left. So use these numbers to point to the word line.
It's in line 5.
Line 5. Yeah. So communication can be one of the hardest nuts to crack in business. This is the expression is one of the hardest nuts to crack, and it's an expression to mean that something is very difficult to do. But you know what nuts are? There are a lot of types of nuts. It's something that you eat actually. Give me an example of nuts that exist.
Coconuts.
Okay, coconuts. Coconut is one word. All right, anything else you know? Like peanuts. Do you know peanuts?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, peanut butter.
Yeah, we have peanuts. We have also almonds. Almonds is a type of nut. We have walnuts. All these are types of nuts. Okay. So the expression we're looking at here is it is the hardest nut to crack, and that it's an expression that means that it's something that is very difficult to do. All right. Anything else? Anything else? No? Okay, if there are no other questions, we can carry on. Um, the point is to be able to understand the text
Teacher,
clearly. Yeah?
line 26.
Mhm.
Sale.
Yes. Anyone who has an idea about what sale is? Sale? Okay, so what do airplanes do? You know the airplane?
Yes.
Okay, what does it
Yes,
do?
of course, teacher.
Yeah.
The airplane does what? It flies, right?
Yeah.
They fly, teacher.
Yeah, it flies. Okay, then who sails?
The ship, teacher.
Exactly. Ship is the movement. Sail is the movement of the ship in the water. So we say that we drive cars, we fly airplanes, and we sail ships. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, teacher.
Anything else? All right, we can carry on therefore. Someone else, please, who would like to carry on?
Teacher, can I choose?
Yeah, choose. You were the person reading?
What?
You were the person who just read? You are the person who just read?
Yeah.
Okay, then choose someone else to read that to you.
Okay, Usama Teraw.
Go ahead, Usama. Usama, you have a very good friend here.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
why I choose him.
You should start from line 40. Where is Usama?
Teacher, I think he has a connection problem.
Okay, Usama has a connection problem. Who would like to do it?
I will do it.
Go ahead. You start from line 40.
Teacher had connection problem. Sorry.
Here? Is that you, Usama?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Can you start reading from line 40?
30.
40.
40, okay. Given today's variety of communication tools, it seems strange that we still have a problem communicating. But the brave new world of high tech can create barriers. Senior managers hide behind their computers, staff use voicemails to screen calls, and employees sitting next to each other will send emails rather than speak. Managers should get up, walk around the office, and talk to people, says Matt Rogan, head of marketing at Lane 4, a leadership and communication consultancy. Face-to-face communication can't be beaten. Uh, Theobald recommend checking email only 3 times a day, allocating a set period of time to deal with it. If you leave the sound on it, if you leave the sound on, the temptation is as great as a ringing phone. People will interrupt meetings to check their emails. Another problem is simply hitting the reply all button, bombarding people with information. We had instructed data coming at stuff from left, right, and center, leaving it up to individuals to sort out, says Gearbox Ferrer. Our new system had reduced emails and changed
The way people work?
uh, I can see the way people work. It will remind you about workflow.
Thank you so much, Usama. That is enough. Okay, can we do the same thing for this part? Is there any vocabulary we need to unlock before we carry on? No?
Teacher,
Go ahead.
the meaning of marketing at line 4.
Lane 4. So you're talking about here, head of marketing at lane 4? This one? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so lane 4 here is the name of the company.
Okay. I thought that it's a concept.
No, it's just the name of the company. So he's the head manager or the head of marketing at Lane4.
Okay,
And
teacher.
we
Thank you.
explain right after it. Lane4 is a leadership and communication consultancy. Anything else?
Allocating.
Yeah, where do you find that? Can you please point to the line? 60, I think. 60, right?
Yes.
Theobald recommends checking email only 3 times a day, allocating a set period of time to deal with it. Anyone who has an idea about what allocating is?
What, teacher?
What does it mean allocated? What does allocated mean? Allocating mean. The verb here is to allocate something. Okay. No? Okay, when you allocate time for something, it means you're leaving time for something. You're giving time for this thing. So when you allocate something to someone, it means you are giving it to him. Is that clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah,
Yes, teacher.
give here is just an explanation for allocate. So if you change allocate with give in the text, it would not be correct. So the two terms are synonymous, they have the same meaning, but then they don't have the same use. All right, anything else?
No.
No. Okay, can we have another volunteer for the rest of the text? Usama, the person who was reading, can you choose someone else to read after you?
Teacher, I can read.
Yeah, go ahead.
Line.
So you are on 76.
Okay.
Information.
Information overload also means people stop listening, but there may be a deeper reason why a message fails to get through, according to Alex Aslam, professor of psychology at Exeter University. Everyone thinks a failure to communicate is just an individual's error of judgment, but it's not about the person, it's about the group and the group dynamics. He says, just training people to be good communicators isn't the issue. The problem is that employees develop common loyalties that are far stronger than he need to share information. This can even extend to questions of safety. In the middles of 1990s, there were a lot of flight air crashes in Australia because the two government departments responsible for air safety weren't communicating, says Aslam. The government was trying to save money in both groups, felt threatened. The individuals were highly identified with their own organization and unwilling to communicate with the other department. A company is particularly at risk when cost cutting is in the air. Individuals withdraw into departmental loyalties out of fear, sending such people on yet another how to communicate course will be pointless. Instead, Aslan believes that identifying the subgroups within an organizations and making sure each group feels valued and respected can do far more to encourage the sharing of information. The key to communication, he says, is trust.
So much. Okay, any vocabulary we need to discuss here before we carry on? I'm listening. Any vocabulary we need to talk about here?
No, teacher.
Okay,
With
go ahead.
withdraw.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word I was trying to point to. You will find this word in which line? 109.
Yes.
So you find the word withdraw. Anyone who has an idea about what withdraw is? Okay, so withdraw is the business term for give up. You all know what give up is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is the business term of give up. I will
With
withdraw a job. It means I will stop doing this job. I will refuse this job. Um, so I will withdraw. We also talk about withdraw in the field of law. We withdraw a case. It means we stop working on this case in the first place. Okay. So this is what withdraw means. Withdraw is the verb. The noun of withdraw is withdrawal with AL at the end. Was that
teacher,
it? Yes,
teacher,
sir.
teacher. We can say withdraw money.
That is correct. Very nice. Yes, you can withdraw
Yes,
money.
yes, withdraw money.
Yes, but
bank.
that doesn't mean giving up money. It means you retrieve money from the bank.
From the bank, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
At the
Okay.
ATM, teacher.
Yes, you can use the ATM or you can use the bank to retrieve money. That's also, but then withdraw in this case is not a business term. It's just a normal term. You can say
Yeah.
withdraw or retrieve.
Yes,
But here, the way it has been used in a business as a business term. That's very nice. Thank you for mentioning that.
Okay, teacher. Thank you too.
you are welcome, teacher.
Anything else? So if you look at line
Yeah.
105, 105, you'll find the word unwilling. What does it mean to be unwilling to do something?
Teacher, it's not capable of.
It's not about capacity all the time. Just maybe sometimes you don't want to do it. You're capable of doing it, but you don't want to do it. I am unwilling to go to class. It means I don't want to go to class. I don't have the intention to go to class. That's what unwilling means. Okay, I guess.
Teacher,
Yes, sir.
in Moroccan Darija we say القانا.
Maybe, yes. Maybe that's one of the reasons, but it's not always the reason. Maybe you're just being lazy sometimes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So when you say, for example, I am unwilling to come to the party, or I am unwilling to complete my exercise, whatever the reasons are, it just means that you're not doing it. You're not going to do it. You don't have the intention to do it. Okay, so if you don't have any more questions about vocabulary, we can start discussing the text. So what is the idea that is being discussed here? What's the text about?
About communication.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can you be more specific?
Teacher, and the effect of communication in our business or professional
That is correct.
professional business.
Exactly. So we're talking about communication. In the text, we're talking about the effects of communication inside companies, how departments communicate with each other, how head offices do that, how managers supervise that. So this is the type of communication. And we are particularly focusing on communication or distant communication. We're not talking about face-to-face communication. As I said last time, there are less problems when you are face-to-face than when you are virtually talking to someone or distantly talking to someone. So one of the means of communication that has been mentioned in the text is emails. And can you please tell me, can we start with the advantages of using emails inside the company in order to communicate? According to the text, all the answers are in the text.
It's more professional.
It is professional, okay. It is a professional way to address co-workers or partners or directors, yes. What else?
Sure, there is. I don't know how to say it in English. I say it in French. Can I say it in French?
Yes, can you try?
Teacher, like they don't like the person to talk to him. They have a lot of mission, and they don't want to be disturbed by someone, so they prefer email.
Okay, so you mean that email saves time? Or you mean that some people use email because they don't want to meet other people face to face?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, that could be one advantage. I don't know. I don't know if this is really an advantage, but yeah, if you don't like to meet people, you can just send an email. You'll be fine. That's correct. Okay, what other advantages can you see in an email? So can we talk about emails as a means to save time?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely save time using an email. Can you tell me the ways we can save time by using email? How can email save time?
Teacher, you can write just one email and send it to all your employee.
Yes, that's correct.
It doesn't take time. It doesn't take time.
Fair
It's not like to do a conference and talk to them and give. It will be not useful.
That is very correct. Yes, you can take 5 minutes to send a message or to transmit a message to 50 people. That doesn't cost you any time. You just have to write your message and then send it at once to all people that are concerned. That's very true. Anything else? So you said that email saves you time, email saves you problems if you don't want to meet with the person, so you can just send an email. Any other things that are any other advantages of email that you can think of?
Teacher, if we are in holiday, we can use email.
Yes, definitely. You don't have to be physically at work in order to be able to communicate. So you can just use emails, and that's a brilliant idea. Okay, so if these are the advantages of using email, what could be possibly the disadvantages of using email?
They can read it.
Yes, it can stay in their inbox forever. So there are some people who are too busy, or there are people who receive hundreds of emails per day. They cannot afford to open all emails and respond, more importantly, to all emails, correct? So you can have miscommunication or a lack of communication altogether when you are using email. What else?
Teacher, you can send it, but you have a problem of if you have a problem of communicate of if you have a problem in network, it will be not sent, and that will be a big problem for you if it's an emergency.
That is very correct. Yes, sometimes there are network problems, technical problems. The message or the email doesn't get to be received by the receiver. Therefore, you can fall into a lot of problems, especially when you have urgent matters, when you have deadlines to meet. Yeah, that's correct. Any other disadvantages? Can we talk about the fact that you can send the same message to many people? Can it be a disadvantage sometimes?
Teacher, can you repeat because yeah, I had a problem now.
Okay, my question is, can we talk about the situation? One of your friends just said that one of the advantages of using email is to be able to send one message to multiple people at the same time. My question is, can it be a disadvantage at the same time? The fact that you can send
Yes.
many people. Okay, how is it a disadvantage? What can possibly go wrong?
The language you can use appropriate language to talk your boss, but it's not the same of your colleague or mate.
Yes,
You have
correct.
to change it.
Yes, that's one thing. Anything else? I am not sure if you are using email. Are you using Gmail?
Yeah, I use it,
Okay.
but it's
Yeah,
not
of course, teacher.
every day. We don't talk with just
No.
Just
for
for business.
school and
Yeah,
business.
yeah, definitely. Nobody uses email to to ask about their friends or to talk to friends. Gmail
It's
is
too
purely,
professional.
yeah, it's purely professional. It's just for school, as you said, or for work. Now, if you're using Gmail, you would probably know that when you write a message and you send it to all, when you want to write or when you want to send another message, the option of send to all is still on. So you have to, you know, mute it. You have to take off this option. Sometimes when you are in a hurry, you forget to do that. You forget to, delete the option of uh, send all, and therefore you can fall into problems if you start sending messages to people who are not supposed to receive them. Do you see what I mean?
Ah, yeah, you send
Yes,
if
teacher.
Yeah, you just forget to, and take one box, the reply to all box, and then you fall into problems. Also, there is a problem of mistakes in Gmail. So if you send a Gmail with mistakes, you don't have time. You can't, take your message back and then correct it. And now I think in Gmail you have 3 seconds to do that. I'm not sure if you're aware. But then when you send your email, you have 3 seconds if you want to
teacher
cancel.
in Gmail in email they have a problem. If you want to send a picture, you have to wait really
Yeah,
long
you
time.
have to wait for uploading. There are also some files that are too heavy, so you can send them on Gmail. You have to use Google Drive to send them. But also there is a problem that, for example, if you are chatting in on Messenger or on WhatsApp and you make a mistake or you send us a message that is
I
not,
can delete it. I
you
can
can
delete
delete
what
it.
I'm right,
Okay, can you do that
but
with Gmail?
no, we can't.
No, you actually today you can, but you have 3 seconds to do that. Once you hit the send button, you have 3 seconds to hit the cancel button. If you don't, then the message gets sent with the mistakes there are, or it can be the whole message is a mistake. It shouldn't be sent to that person, and you're basically screwed, technically. There is,
Teacher, and when you use it in your phone, it's not useful. Like example, I had a problem when I want to write an email for like I received an email from some teacher and I just want to télécharger le dossier دي من بعد كنصيفط لهم بحال صيفط لهم شي حاجة أنا ما صيفطت والو.
yeah, there is you're talking about the problem of attachment. Attachment?
Yeah,
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 sometimes there is a huge
attachment.
problem with attachment. Sometimes they tell you that it has been uploaded, but when you send it, the other person either can't open it or can't find it at all. Okay, another problem is when you receive an email, sometimes there can be a lot of misunderstandings just because you don't see the other person. So you read the email and you don't know how to interpret it. If the person is very angry, if he is being sarcastic, if he is just giving you advice. So if you misinterpret the email, you will also fall into mistakes in responding to the email, and that would create a lot of problems. How many people have quit their job or have been fired from their jobs just because they've sent an inappropriate email? All right. So please open this document from your laptop just because I would need you to do this exercise, and in order to complete this exercise, you have to look at the text, like not afford to have them both.
Teacher,
Yeah.
teacher, can you send us this exercise in chat to share it in laptop because I have a problem.
It's already in the files. If you go to 4 GC and you click anglais, you will find it in files there. You can download it from there.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Yeah, it's already there. So I would like you please to take the time you need in order to complete this chart. And this chart is about communication problem in 3 different fields, or 3 subcategories: high-tech, information overload, and common loyalties. So they're asking you about the consequences of each of these communication problems, and the answer for this is all in the text. So please take 5 to 10 minutes to complete that. If you complete before time, just let me know. Is that all right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, just let me know when you finish. Go. Are you done? Yes or no? It's just a yes no question. Are you done yet or no? All right, let's do the exercise very quickly because we have other things to go over. So let's start with communication problems that are related to high tech. What could be the consequences of these problems according to the text? So let's look at high tech problems, and that will be this side of the text. So what could be the consequences of that? There are three consequences to find. Any idea?
Teacher, we have the installation on automatic system means that is no entered only once, but can be accessed by any computer. So we have to use computer to communicate.
Okay, so here we are all, it's all about using the computer to communicate. The question is, what are the consequences of using this computer? What are the problems that there are? So you can find one problem here is uh, that senior managers hide behind their computers. This is exactly what you said last in a few minutes, is that instead of going face to face, and because there is the possibility of having computers, they simply hide behind them and send emails instead of going and doing real face to face business. Another problem is the reply all button. We just talked about that. It's when you send many people the same message, and you send it also to people who are not supposed to receive it. Another problem is that yeah, here you find the problem of the period of time that you can spend on checking your emails. Sometimes you take too much time doing that you forget about doing other work. So that's also a consequence of using high tech. We also have information overload. The consequence of that is that you're not able to open all your emails, and consequently, you will not be able to respond to all the emails. So all the information, you just said it's just you need to put them in place. And the last one is common loyalties, consequence of common loyalties. What is the consequence of common loyalties? This one you should find it. You find it here. Start from line 90. Yeah? It's right there. It's in front of you.
Teacher, that problem is that employee develop community loyalty and they are for stranger.
It's what?
No,
No,
illusion.
no, it's not. Okay, simply the problem here is that when you want to share, sometimes you have to share the same computer, and therefore you are sharing the information, and there are some information that should not be shared, so there will be a problem of privacy here. When we share computer together, are you sure that I'm not going to be using your information? Can you be sure of that, since we're using the same computer?
No, teacher.
No, so I can take your information and use them, and you will not be able to protect them in this case. All right, let's move on very quickly. We'll do, so these questions, we've already discussed them. What we will do now is we will work on these verbs right here that we just used, that we just learned. The thing is, as I said earlier, there are synonyms in English. And there are two types of synonyms. There are perfect synonyms. Uh, it means that the two words have exactly the same meaning and they can be used exactly the same way. Okay, and then we have false synonyms, and these synonyms have either exactly the same meaning, but they cannot be used in the same context. Just like the verb allocate and give. Allocate and give have the same meaning, but they cannot be used in same context. So what we have here is the verbs we just worked on, and we have a number of contexts next to them. One of these contexts is not right. So we'll go over them one by one and see which one has to be excluded from the list. So for the verb waste, can you say waste time?
Yes, teacher, we can say it.
Okay, do we waste resources?
No.
Okay, and then do we waste information?
We can say teacher waste information.
We can't, okay, but can we say waste resources? One of them is not correct, only one. So
It's a waste resource.
No, we can waste
Information.
Yes, we can waste resources, but we cannot waste information. No. When we say the verb waste, it means we have the thing and we misuse it. We do not use it the correct way. So for information, we can misuse it, but we cannot waste it. Cannot waste information. All right, next one, face. Can you face trouble?
Yeah, we face trouble.
Okay. Can we face problems?
Teacher, we say face the problem, or we can't say face problem.
Yes, we can. You can say, I am facing some problems, or I'm facing problems in my life.
Yeah.
Okay. What about difficulties?
No.
Okay, do you all agree that the word that has to go is difficulties?
Yes.
All of you?
Teacher, I think it's facing problem is not correct.
So it's problem that has to go?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, who has another opinion to share?
Difficulties.
Difficulties, okay. So most people think that's difficulties. I'm going to solve this for you. We can face some difficulties.
Teacher, can you say us the correct which you can go? It's trouble
Okay.
or difficulty?
Technically, we do say the three of them, but the one that is least common, I'm saying about common, is troubles. We usually say, I have troubles. We do not face troubles. We have them. Okay?
Teacher.
We face problems and we face difficulties, right? Okay, so the one that has to go here is troubles. Next one is duplicates. Duplicate. So, do we duplicate information?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, correct. Can we duplicate time?
No.
No. Yes, that's the one that has to work, to go, sorry. So we can duplicate information and we can duplicate work, but time has to go. Next one, install. So we have systems, factories, and equipment. Which one has to
Teacher,
go?
equipment.
No, we do install equipment.
We install a system. Factories.
Factories has to go?
Yeah.
Yes,
think.
that's correct. Yes, because factories, we don't install them, we build them. So it's factories that has to go. Next one, save, and you have money, time, and experience. Which one has to go?
Experience.
That's very correct. Yes, we do not save experience. We gain experience. Next one, develop. So we have truth, loyalty, and motivation.
Teacher is truth.
Very nice, yes. We do not develop truth. Next, number 7, we share, support, information, and ideas.
Support.
Support, yes. We do not share support. What's the verb that goes with support? Are you okay? Are you following? Okay. What's the verb that you can use with support?
Give support.
Yes, we give support to people. Okay, we'll always simply support them. Next one, allocate time, ideas, and resources.
Teacher, what does it mean allocate?
I just explained allocate. Allocate is simply give.
Give.
Yeah, but then as I said, give and allocate cannot be used in the same context. I will
Teacher,
allocate.
est-ce que c'est les allocations?
No, 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 no. Nothing to do with it. No. I can tell you, I will allocate you. So, for example, I give you a homework, right?
Okay.
So
Okay,
I give you a homework for today, and you did not do the homework, so you need more time. So I can allocate you 1 week, one more week to do the homework. Okay? So allocate. Do we allocate time, ideas, resources? Which one has to go?
Resource.
No, we can allocate resources.
Idea.
Ideas, yes. We do not allocate ideas. We create ideas. We provide ideas. And then the last one, interact. You can interact meetings, conversations, and emails. Which one?
Email.
Yeah.
We can say introduction.
Yes, you can never interrupt an email. If someone is trying to send one, you cannot stop him from doing so. All right. Do you have any questions? Please, all the vocabulary. All right, all the vocabulary that we're using in this unit will be very important for us, especially when we get to the writing, because this is what you're going to exploit. So if you have any problems, you can voice them. If you have no problems, try to make use of them. Try to memorize them. Okay, I don't think we have enough time to go through this one, which is very important. Have you ever heard about idioms before?
Teacher, about?
Idioms. Right here. Idioms.
No.
Have you ever heard about it? Okay, simply said, idioms are expressions that say something, but they mean completely something else. Okay, so for example, in Arabic and in French, and also in English, we have an expression that says to be talking to a Greek. Excuse me, to be talking to a Greek. Okay,
it's like he doesn't care.
Exactly. So the expression says something and the meaning is completely something else. There are some idioms that are easy, other idioms that are more difficult. These idioms are easy in the sense that they The meaning you can detect the meaning from the words that are used. You can put them together and then imagine the meaning. But there are some words or some expressions that are completely far from the meaning they have. Have you ever heard about the expression "to kick the bucket"?
Teacher, can you repeat this?
The expression of "to kick the bucket." Maybe I should write it here in the chat section. Um, yeah, someone who kicked the bucket. So bucket is this way. Ever heard about this expression?
It means he gave a lot of money and il a perdu beaucoup d'argent.
No, very far from that. Anyone? Okay, a person who has kicked the bucket is a person who died. But the thing is, yeah, the thing is, when you say that someone has kicked the bucket, it means that this someone has died and you're very happy that they're dead. It's like an impolite way to say it. It's very impolite, actually. Okay?
Teacher,
do you know any idioms?
kick what?
Yes? Go ahead.
Kick what?
To kick the bucket.
To kick the bucket. Kick, just like in football. And then the bucket to use to take a bath.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
All right. Do you have any idioms you would like to share? Idioms that you know? No? Have
Wait, teacher, wait.
Okay, take your time. Have you ever
Thank
heard
you.
it is raining cats and dogs? No?
No, teacher.
It's an expression that means that it's raining heavily. We say it's raining cats and dogs. Okay? Take your time to give me an idiom that you know.
Teacher, we have get a taste of your one medicine.
Get a taste of your own medicine. Yes.
Yeah.
What does it mean to get a taste of your own medicine?
It's mean get treated the way you have been treating another.
Very nice.
It's negative. It's negative sense.
Negative. Yes. You're telling this to someone who is very rude to people, who's doing bad things to people. So when you give back, you tell him, so it's about time to get a taste of your own medicine. That's correct. Yes. Anything else?
Teacher, we say to ignore someone, we say give someone the cold shoulder.
Yes, correct. Yes. It means you don't give them time, you just ignore them. Exactly, yes. We can also say you have to be in my shoes or walking in somebody's shoes. It means to be in the same position as this someone in order to feel their experience. So if someone criticizes you for being lazy, you can tell them, for example, you're not in my shoes. It means you don't know my story, you don't know what is happening to me, so you can't judge me. All right, in any case, there are a lot of idioms.
And we have, teacher, good thing come to this way, just wait. It's mean passion. You have to be passionate.
But this is not an idiom. This is just maybe a proverb, maybe an expression, a motivating expression. It's not an idiom. Okay. All right. So because we're running out of time and I have another class to go to, I would kindly ask you to do these exercises for next time. Okay, and we'll before we get to start the new lesson. So in this exercise, you'll have to, in this page, so you have the whole page to do, you have first to, discover the idioms. You have to complete them here. And after that, you have to guess the meaning that you will find in B. And then finally, you try to put them in context in C. You're not supposed to do D, of course. So it's just A, B, C. Is that correct? Is that right?
Okay, teacher, we do just ABC.
Yes, just
Yeah.
ABCD is a discussion that we can do later on together.
Okay, teacher.
Okay,
Thank
please
you.
don't forget, and then have a nice day, happy Eid, and I see you next.
Happy to you also.
Goodbye. Thank you. Did I just let me start the recording.